Hello, non-existent currently audience. I'm pretty sure I put the tweets out. I could have sworn I put the tweets out. But whatever. I'll wait for more people here before I go off on my bitch rant. I needed that. Like, you felt that. I saw that look.
I'm also like...
You're still in shock.
Yeah.
Kitty help? He's like, I nuzzles to computer. Did he helps? I nuzzle computer.
Come on, chat.
Hello, everyone. I don't know who, if anybody, got anything from my tweet right now, but yeah, sorry about that. I had to eat. I was hungry.
She was a hungry.
I was hangry.
Yes, you were. Oh, we got Sean B.
Yay! Hi,
Sean. Our saviour's been called, and a savior he shall be.
This week was a what the fuck kind of week, folks. We'll get into my rant here in a moment, but I just want to take a moment here.
We have a Shalina. We have Justice for Soldier.
Thank you, Shalana. And thank you, Justice, for that. I am so sorry. Rob rules, everybody who watches this afterwards. I know I haven't been able to get on anybody's streams, guys. I'm working. And every time you guys go on, especially you, Rob, it's always like an hour and 30 minutes, Rob, before I get off. I would love to come on your channel again, but dude, can a girl get a 4:30 Central Standard Time one time? Because I'd be happy.
There is a word missing there. There is a word, please.
Just, yes, please do. And yes, we have the Veterans Crisis Line and the suicide line. So let's talk about this week of fuckery. It's been interesting thus far.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Shalana. I get it. So first fuckery, fucking AH.
And what's she not done? Let's be honest here.
The crack that she must, like, fuck it, I'm gonna say, bitch, how is you taking a picture of you brushing your teeth or sitting on a tractor fucking evidence? Of what? Your own self-love? Like, how, why? What the fuck? Why the fuck? How the fuck?
Bitch, the fuck?
And I have a picture of him and me sleeping again. For the love of God, please, Judge, call her out and just scream, how the hell is this relevant to anything?
Please.
Like what?
It is much needed.
But he threatened me if I didn't brush my teeth. I'm like, oh, and they're bringing up the text messages again. That was like right before I got off work. And the whole, but he threatened her life. I'm like, no, let me explain a little something to you. See, when I was a little badass and I had to deal with my childhood abuser, see, this is what a threat sounds like. When you look them dead in the eyes and you say, I will get you back one day, they laugh at you. You get up this close to their face, look them dead in the eyes, and say, motherfucker, you have to sleep sometime. That is a threat.
And that's also a promise.
You know what I'm saying? What did JD do? He vented to a friend. he did not threaten her. He wasn't even talking to her. Does everybody see the difference here between venting revenge fantasy and me getting like less than an inch away from somebody's face who had been abusing me at the time and telling him, that motherfucker, you have to sleep sometime? That's a threat. What he did is not a threat. It's not rocket science. So you're either completely stupid. You know, the stuff you all claim that autistics and other people with disabilities are on a semi-regular basis. Or you are just trying to make people forget the fact that he wasn't talking to her in that text message. Nor do you even read the second half of it. I wouldn't ever actually do it. I love her, just God. And by the way, to all those people who act holier than thou, I have threatened to kill my brother and him me on a semi-regular basis since we were fucking kids.
Yep.
And we
if you
still
have
do
siblings,
not.
you know.
Like, if you haven't threatened to kill a relative at least once, are you family?
Yep.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So we got a bunch of nonsensical pictures that nobody with like half a brain cell can tell is relevant to the case at all. Like, what, does she think the judge is a secret fan and wants to see her face? Like, what is even going? I don't understand the logic, and I don't understand how any lawyer within their right mind trying to win a case for their client would have even allowed that in as evidence.
Please remember, we all know that she's probably doing something under the table. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Puff, puff, pass. You know, if you know, you know.
I love Miss Lindsay, but god damn. Just, it was so nonsensical that it's mind numbing. Because people like me and Chloe, we operate off facts. We don't care about feelings. And even if we like a person, we think they're good people. When allegations come up, we'll hear them out. We'll be sympathetic. But we don't believe anything, one way or another. Because as autistics, we remove our feelings from things.
Yeah.
In order to non-biasedly review the facts.
Yeah.
I'm not here to push an agenda. Other than, can believe facts be an agenda? Can that be a movement? Can that be a fucking thing?
Ow, my elbow popped. Ow.
Because I will get a baton and I will start a freaking march and I will make sure everybody has signs.
Would you like me to teach you how to baton twirl?
I have no idea.
Ow.
Good God, woman. Are you all right?
My shoulder, right, my elbow popped. When I went like that. And then it was like, ooh, hello. That hurt.
And yes, all right. And folks, I had to comment on that because what fuckery is this?
One thing that pissed Chloe off this week.
Okay. Well, it kind of pissed off both of us. All right, now I'm going to talk about it. And those of you all who have been here all the time knew I was going to speak on it. The slap.
Not even just that, but okay. Continue.
So this is going to be particularly kind of loaded, folks. Do I think Will Smith should have gone out there and, like, slapped Chris Rock like he owed him money? No. I don't. But there's another side of this that, once again, as fucking always, gets goddamn ignored. I don't care who they are. I don't care that they're Will and Jada. What I saw up there was, once again, a person with a disability was mocked, had something very personal that she is dealing with right now drug out for the whole entire planet to see on an international stage without her permission, without her consent. And then I watched while everybody tore in the well, but nobody wants to speak about the fact of what was brought up on an international stage. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that people think that it's okay to do this on national public stages and even local public stages, to insult, mock, use as props, and use as jokes disabled people. And it's not funny, folks.
No.
These are the type of topics that her and we've lost brothers and sisters to suicide. For us, it's not a joke. It's not a joke that people like I and her have to go out there every day and see their condescending looks, their little comments, their snide little jokes every time we leave our door. But if we dare speak about it, guess what? Lighten up. It's just a joke. It's not just a joke. It's never just a joke. It is attacking a person's personhood when you use something that personal and you turn it into something to mock, and it has real life consequences. You can sit there and tell me it's not that deep. You can sit there and tell me it's just a joke, lighten up. But folks, I've worked in the service system. I'm a person with a disability myself. We have friends, family. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to seem to have the conversation. They just want to brush it off as just a joke. It's no big deal. Why isn't it a big deal? Why isn't it a big deal? Why is it ingrained in our society that we are able to draw up personal things that each person with a disability struggles with their own way and use it for entertainment?
Because I saw this on my Facebook as well, the actual full-on what happened.
Yeah, sure. Talk about the whole thing, because they keep talking, well, Will was laughing, so doesn't make it okay, folks. But tell them what all they saw in that video.
So what people did not see was Jada's face. Jada's face was disturbed. It was upset. It was hurt. And that's like when she looked like it. You can just make eye contact with someone and they instantly go and they know that something's wrong. For example, Will, I think Will must have done a side glance and noticed the look. And it's the look of, I'm hurt, help me. It's not the look of, oh, it's fine, I'm happy. It's the look of,
it wasn't
hurt.
even just rolling her eyes and looking in disgust. We recognize that look because we've worn it, where we pretend to laugh along, we pretend to roll our eyes. You don't see the water underneath our eyes, though, do you?
No. So that's why Will Smith did what he did. I've seen comments on Facebook as of late saying, boo, cancel Will Smith. No, he was protecting someone less abled than himself. What part of I am protecting someone less abled than myself do people not understand? Like, for example, if someone attacked me and my boyfriend was standing right next to me, oh my lord, like, I would not hear the end of it to this day. I mean, to say that Will Smith is a loose cannon, it's not true. To say that my boyfriend's a loose cannon, no, that's not true. To say that their morals are in the right place is true. For example, don't you disrespect my wife? Okay, yes. Ableism is disgusting. It really is. And
everybody's just accepting it. And
I lost my job to ableism. I've lost many jobs to ableism. This is not fair anymore. And the fact that this is not fair and it's becoming a thing in modern day society, I thought we've evolved from that. Obviously, we haven't. Coming from a 20-year-old female,
I've lost friends. I've lost friends to suicide. I mean, when I hear from the disability community that someone who had Jada's exact diagnosis, 14-year-old girl, and because of that same kind of mockery, middle school, she took her life. That's why I'm saying it's not a joke. It's never just a joke. And maybe I'll give Chris Rock the doubt. Most people don't know. They don't understand because we are not having these conversations. And people keep refusing to have these conversations.
This is what I don't find okay anymore. Because it's starting to, because I have a friend named Tia. You've heard me talk about Tia before, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
My friend Tia, she's got alopecia, and she's so upset about it to this day. She's only just a little bit older than me, and she said to me, "Oh, I would love hair like thick as yours, or I would love eyebrows that look as nice as yours." As soon as she turned around and said that to me, my brain clicked, and I was like, "Enough's enough." And out of courtesy and out of respect, I just turned around and I was like, shaved off my eyebrows, and she was just like, "Why did you do it?" I was like, alopecia can take form in any different way, be it through hair loss, be it through anywhere on your body to anywhere in life. I did it to raise awareness.
What I thought of immediately is my cousin-in-law, my cousin Josh's wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's a nurse at St. Jude's Hospital for Children. Jenny. And I know for a fact that they gather those kids around every Oscar time, and they have a little party, and they let them get all dressed up. Some of those kids have had to have their heads shaved for chemo. I want you to think about those little kids watching. It's never just about the intended target, folks. This is about people with disabilities, cancer diagnoses, all over the place. And we keep getting forgotten. Or we're made fun of, and nobody thinks anything about it. I don't think Chris Rock, maybe not even mean any mean-spirited thing behind it. But ableism has been so ingrained that people don't even recognize it anymore. They don't even see it. They don't see why one of us would be so upset. They don't see it. And then when people like me bring it up, it's just a joke. We've heard that all our lives, Chloe and me growing up, little kids. Or we get to hear another thing. I saw this on Twitter too. Real talk. But it's not a real disability, though. Do you know how often I have heard that? Damn near every day of my life. Chloe, too. I'm sure Jenny's heard it. But it's not a real disability. It's not. It is. And as far as I know, Planet Q, he's apparently made the comment about her baldness more than once. And as far as I know, he's been to the Red Table. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes between those three individuals than we probably know. Whether he did know or not, we got to start thinking. I'm not saying we need to protect all comedy. God knows comedy has had more shit ripped away from it in the last few years due to wokeness than I've ever seen before. It's one of those things, though, where certain subjects should be approached with a certain amount of decorum and caution. Think about the audience. You know what I mean? The fact is, Will shouldn't have smacked him, Sean. No, you're absolutely right. Violence is not the answer. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not condoning it. But if anyone thinks I've ever heard those little snide little comments like that aimed towards me, and I haven't thought of just not even slapping him, doing much worse after years and years and years of enduring it, yeah, you better bet your ass I have. When my mom and I go out and she has to hear it, let's talk about the non-disabled person in this situation. Let's not make it Will Smith. This is going to be me and my mom. We're going to be out Silver Dollar City having fun, right? As we like to do, and you guys have heard me mention many times before. And we're walking, and she gets to start seeing the looks. Think she's not angry? Think she's not hurt at the way people look at her little girl? Yeah, I know, Shalana. I'll deal with the robot. I'll go back in. Just a moment.
You've come back. You come back. No. You're not robot anymore.
Okay, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just saying. And think about kids, yeah. You think, especially Chloe, what you know about my mom. How much do you think it kills her on the inside to not react? Because we're taught, what are we taught? Don't cause a scene. It's not a big deal. But it is, folks. I may have a pretty damn thick skin at this point. But I shouldn't have had to. Chloe shouldn't have had to. It's not about who these people are. And maybe Chris Rock didn't know. I have a feeling that he did. But I have no way of knowing that for sure. Remember who's watching. Think, for the love of God, what do we always say? Facts don't care about your feelings. And think about what the fuck you say before you say it. And quit dismissing open ableism. especially, even if unintentionally, it's done on an international stage. A lot of conversations could have been had today that could have progressed things forward by years. They didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? And they should. All right, and that's my rant on that. I've been holding it in all day. And on the other side, though, I'll also say this. When we have someone like Will and he goes up and he defends his wife, some people defending him, saying he got a free pass, got to accept his award. I'll give you that. That was also a bit of bullshit. He should have been at least taken aside, not in a room, not surrounded by other people, but outside where he could calm down. Not like have the world kiss his ass. On his side, defending his wife, yes, but bad behavior on either side should not be rewarded. In my opinion, had I been in charge of things, both would have been asked to leave. Granted, Chris Rock was the host, but still, for me, that would be like, all right, guys, shut down. That's enough. We'll come back next year. Meanwhile, you have someone with, like when Vanessa was pregnant, right? Vanessa Parody, when her and Depp were together. Very pregnant. He was trying to keep the paparazzi the hell away from her. But somehow that's abusive. Yeah, I don't get the double standards either, I'll be honest. How is it understood on one side, but not understood on the other, and why? And I'll tell you, and it's kind of the same topic of the evening, ableism, what's the main difference? Well, Johnny's different. He acts like this and does this and just thinks he can get away with it. Anything other than that. Well, he dresses like this and he says these things and he destroys hotel rooms. Neurodiverse, 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 neurodiverse. All traits of things we do. We are overwhelmed or when we're protecting someone.
I hear doggo.
Know what I'm saying? And yes, folks, especially me, I'll flip my hair back. I'm particularly vicious. Particularly vicious when defending those I care about. Especially when it's my goddamn family. Like, Chloe got to hear once, and it was just an afterhand story about somebody walking up to my brother and calling him a baby killer. That starts as, what you're not going to do is. We all know how I get up there. I don't like it when they talk about our boys returning home. Or all cops are bad. My dad was a fucking cop.
Your dad was.
He actually fought the good old boy system. He fought the racism in his unit. And the first chance they got, yeah. Bastards. But you hear what I'm saying here. They went after Johnny because Johnny's different. Because people like us don't play their games. We don't want to learn them. We don't care to learn them. We're not there to kiss your ass or make you smug executives feel good about yourselves. Kind of like the rest of us, like me in a call center. I'm there to do a job. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I might have friendships within that job, sure. But you know what I mean. I'm out there to network. I network outside of my job. But you know what I'm saying here, folks. I'm kind of losing myself in my train of thought, but you get what I'm saying.
Chloe's rant time.
Go! Oh, go.
So, I was on my Facebook the other day, and something of the, you know this one because I sent it to you. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus, where do we go? How autistic are you? We're all autistic. No, we're not.
Fucking God. I know you all hear me say I hate people all the time. I'm just going to say it again.
I hate people.
God.
And then I got to a degree that I was too fucking annoyed. Tiffany, would you like to show my response for the chat, please?
Okay, let's see if I can find it again.
It's on Messenger.
I'm aware. These days I kind of avoid Facebook. Like, if I stay on it too long, I might actually catch the Black Death. Like, you all think Twitter is crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh, can we do it like in Family Guy? Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that, but I can't do that.
Okay, now it's slowly loading. Okay.
Is it going to work for Miss Tiffany?
Maybe.
Work for Tiffany! Everyone, if we manifest the working for Tiffany, it will work for Tiffany.
As long as I'm not fired.
And say this for her, she will not get fired.
Okay, did the screen pop up?
It did, but then it closed itself.
Okay. I was just checking. Switch back.
And
okay.
You might want to zoom in.
When I zoom in, stuff gets blurry.
Am I going to have to read this? God dang it.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, go ahead and read it because, yeah.
Oh, that means I need to get it up on mine. Yeah. Right. So this is what I said in relation to this. This is proof that neurotypicals who haven't studied say that we're all autistic. Spoiler alert, unless you have a true diagnosis from a medical professional, you do not need a dumb fucking test on Facebook to tell you that you are autistic. You need a medical professional to prove it. Not this stupid fucking thing. This makes me so disgusted that someone assumes that all neurotypicals are also autistic people. Makes me so enraged that it makes me sick.
Yep. See, here's the thing, folks. We get two kinds of ableism that we do with on a semi-regular basis. Not quite as often as the level that we saw at the Oscars last night.
Oh, no.
There's two types. There's the everyone's a little autistic and it's okay. You just have your brain's a little different. That's all. Those fucking people. And what's wrong with that? I'm going to tell you.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
What's wrong with that is that denies the fact that we need reasonable accommodations And yes, treatments, programs, plans, things that we need in order to get on to our day-to-day basis. Yes, including those of us, hi, how you doing, who had to create our own reasonable accommodations. Thank you, Mom, who would not make me not do chores because of my diagnosis, but that said would have me sit there until I could figure out a way that I could do it and figure out my own reasonable accommodation. We did not know at the time I was autistic, but it worked remarkably, didn't it?
I mean, Tiffany turned out fantastic. Chloe, she just turned into a depressed arsehole drinking a can of Monsters every fucking day.
I have depression too. I just hide it behind sarcasm and my general just being done with the planet.
Yeah. I swear, you came out of the womb with 2 middle fingers up and said, fuck everybody.
I'm pretty sure I just rolled it out. Deuces!
No, I generally think you came out of the womb with 2 middle fingers up and said, sup, bitches.
Yeah, there's a few of us like that. Pretty sure my brother
Chloe's
the same way.
And then Chloe's stuff made, all the trauma that Chloe's experienced in her life made her more depressed and more sarcastic and more of an arsehole and drinking a can of Monster every night. Yes, I am not going to do. I am.
All right, folks. I like to tell people I'm batshit insane. I have papers.
Same.
And what I mean by that, I don't mind listing them. I've done it before on a public stage. See, that's the difference. I consent. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So here is my list. Autism spectrum disorder with OCD tendencies. Depression, anxiety disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. American call us guys, Lindsay.
Yep. I mean, I'm non-binary, so it's fine.
Well, out here it's a Midwest thing. Like, guys, and nobody get offended, please, but we will literally, I will turn to my brother and literally look at him, calm your tits.
I mean, I say that a lot to my boyfriend as well, but the funny part is he's bi as well, so I can just go, calm your tits, and he'll just be like, my tits are calm, and then it would just be like,
Aw. I'm sorry, I got distracted by Cat. He's sheeping and he moves around and he's adorable. And see, this is my emotional support animal. Speaking of. When Mommy gets upset like this, Kitty goes up on the chair right behind her, look up and go, meow. And looks at me for permission. Meow. Goes up in my lap. Sits there.
He's straight as well, doesn't he?
Yep, and he purrs because he's a good boy and he's a sweet boy.
I should not have had that pizza for after.
And Minnie the human man can learn a lot of lessons from my baby kitty.
Tommy Chong of cats.
Yep, he's also like, dude, did you see the sun? The sun is awesome.
Yep.
Like, I stared straight at it for like a solid hour, man.
And then there's Church. Kill everybody! Who
will straight up step to a vacuum cleaner. Sup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I always say guys though. It's a Midwest thing. It's known out here.
Yep.
So I'm never offended. I'm just used to it.
I'm used to many things because I've been called cunt, bitch tits.
I'm sorry about bitch tits.
I've been called a spoon. I've been called a wanker. I've been called a motherfucker. I've been called a bitch. You name it, I've been called many a thing.
I've been called. Why this was pertinent for me to talk about this evening. I've been called retarded, slow, short bus rider. I have been told by people that people like me should not exist.
Oh, I've heard that one way too many a time.
That people like me should be eradicated to zero. Let's see here. Special ed kid.
Are you okay?
What else has there been? Been called a whore. And a thief. Still can't figure out the thief one. The whore, that's just somebody awfully jealous, but thief, I still don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
That one's beyond me. And when did I steal anything? Like, seriously?
Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I've also been called a cunt, a bitch, a slut. A lot of horrible, derogatory, and very ableist things in my lifetime. Until I began, and it was in middle school I started to fight back. And I started developing more further my badassery. Started with my stepbrother Scott when I told him, motherfucker, you have to sleep sometime. Started with that. And then, all of a sudden, middle school, when the teacher left, the whole freaking class started jeering me, calling me retarded, and making a little song about it. Got the whole classroom to join in. There was a time when I was little where that would have made me really upset. This particular time, I got really pissed. And I mean that special level of pissed that only us neurodiverse people can possibly understand. We're talking meltdown level pissed.
Oh, that level of pissed.
And if you all remember those desks from the 90s made out of solid metal with a little piece of wood sitting on the top.
Yes, I remember those things because I used to smack my legs against them all the fucking time.
I picked it up and heaved it toward the wall like it was a shot put, all the way across the room until it slammed into the other side of the room into the wall. I was sitting up front. Deuces, did not say deuces back then, but I believe it was, I yelled at the top of my lungs, bite me, I hate you all. And started walking down the hallway. That was my first signal to the planet that I was just done.
Mm-hmm.
And it got worse in high school. And now I'm the person that I am today. But I had to speak on what happened last night. Because not everyone's like me. Not everyone's like Chloe. Some of these kids are really fucking young. And the reason why people like me do the shit that we do is so that they don't have to go through what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And the same mentality that says it's okay to joke like that about people with disabilities.
Mm.
It's the same mentality that continues to not report, say anything, care, or do anything about the kids at the JRC. We're dealing with a mentality that dismisses us, if they even see us at all. And
Can I say my story time?
Go ahead.
How I said fuck it. Okay, my story time of how I said fuck it. I got to a point, I was in secondary school, in my last couple of years, and I got to a point where I was getting relentlessly bullied. I'm talking wake up, realize what lessons I would have that day, cry,
I'm gonna get comfortable. Excuse me, folks. You're gonna get a scenery change. You may not see my face for a second.
It's okay. But like,
oh, I have decent lighting. Cool.
But I turned round and I said, enough's enough. So it was the last lesson of the day. I was already having enough of this. And this one kid threw me off the fucking edge.
There's always that guy.
So my friend's like, Chloe, don't. Chloe, don't. She's like, don't do it. You're going to get expelled. I went to the teacher. Miss, I'm so sorry for what you're going to witness. Turned round, shot this kid the most evil look. And I went, I am so sick of your fucking shit that you give me every fucking lesson. I am sick of it. I've had enough and I am done with it. You want to keep this up? Go for it. I am so fucking done. Class ended. I had to write a statement.
Of course.
But they didn't put the kid who pissed me off in exclusion. They put me in there. Because, oh no, neurotypical people don't do anything wrong. I cried. I broke down and I cried to my mum what I did. She looked at me. She was like, so why did you go in exclusion then? And I was like, I said to this kid who was pissing me off for a long fucking time that I'm sick of his shit. Is that too much to say anything? And she was like, and then now mum, knowing how much relentless bullying I went through, just went.
Okay. So, in other words, you actually kept control.
Mm-hmm.
And I went Hulk smash.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, and you're looking at me like, no, I expected like something like that out of you, truly.
No, with me, it got to a point where I ended up throwing a compass, a sharp compass, at this kid. It got his hand, and that's why I got excluded for a day. Oh, revenge is a bitch.
Yes, it is.
And then this one kid in exclusion was like, so why are you in there? Why are you in here for? Bearing in mind, it was one of the kids that were normally in there. I looked at the kid looked at me. I said, well, I'm sick of neurotypicals being an absolute arsehole to me. So I did what was right and ended up being a cunt. Of course, the teacher didn't like that. So she sent me up to the principal's office. I said to the principal exactly what I said to the kids, because I got so sick of it. And then she was like, don't let me see you back in here again. I was like, cool, whatever. And just walked back in. And then right near the end of my year, this kid made another shitty remark.
Oh, God.
He was just in the desk behind me as well. Whipped my head round, stuck my middle finger up, and then just whipped my head back round and started laughing. And then he was an asshole about it. He was like, Miss, come stuck a middle finger up at me. I'm still there laughing my tits off. My friend's sitting there and she's laughing her tits off with me. And she's like, and then this is how my friend goes to me. She goes, to be quite honest, I'm actually really impressed with that. I was like, fucking damn right.
Well, I was teacher's little pet. That's the one thing I had going for me for a long time until I hit high school.
I didn't. I was just a cunt and just kept on going being a cunt.
You want to hear one of the most ablest school stories I can tell you?
Hit me.
This adult teacher, because my autistic ass couldn't help but correct him when he was teaching world history incorrectly. No, King Tut, Nefertiti's son. No, honey. King Tut was the son of the pharaoh's concubine. Nefertiti was at best his stepmother. Because my autistic ass couldn't fucking resist. And that teacher got so butthurt about me correcting him that he then proceeded behind my back to tell the whole entire goddamn school that I was fucking my stepbrother. I'm not joking. I had teachers and people coming up to me.
Ow.
And considering the fucking nightmarish hell I have lived in with stepbrother that was still going on at the time, yeah. And you want to know the worst thing about it, folks? Nothing was ever done about it. What happened was I moved schools. Eventually. Moved with Dad to Mount Vernon.
I have a little bit of a summer ending to my one, though.
Go. Bad memories.
So, my one. It was the last day of my high school life. I walked up to this headmistress. I was like, Miss Robinson, hello, how are you doing? And she was like, hi, Chloe, how are you? She didn't know what I had in my head. And I was just like, I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say this only once. Most of the school are ableist fucking cunts. And then my mum heard it. And I was just, I walked away. And she, like, Miss Speller, she came running after me. I was like, don't you fucking dare. I will floor you right now. I will floor you. I will fucking floor you and make you look like an ass to all the other students. So I strutted over to the car. My mum. Chloe, why did you shout that? Me. Well, mother, it's called something of, I don't give a fuck, and I'm done with this school. And I'm not coming back, so simple as. That's why I ended up losing my shit.
In other words, it was your way of going deuces. Oh, and folks, just to bring this up, part of why I brought up what happened at the Oscars, because if you remember some time back, think circa 2020, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But was pulled with Jada, but it was on a night show, and it was done to Shane McGowan.
Mm-hmm.
They were making fun of his speech, how he talks. And much like I did this evening, I lost my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, once again, folks, how do I put it? I don't care who you are, if you're a celebrity or not. So, I put up a change.org petition about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is nothing new. Y'all know me. That was quit making us your jokes, your stereotypes, your plot devices, your props.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody that not so long ago, what happened like with Jada also happened to Shane.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pissed. It's kind of what I do. I think it's my thing.
It's Tiffany trademarked now, guys. We are confirming this is Tiffany trademarked.
There's Tiff Rants, and there are Zod Rants, and there are Chloe Rants. And there is Gary literally doing everything. Like, we get the calm Gary, and then we get the Gary and his Mrs. Doubtfire little paper thing he puts in front of his face.
Well, hello!
Or the Bruce moments.
What?
You must be smooth like water. I'm like, oh God, here he goes.
Oh. There was this one time.
Rob Rules is the sweetheart. Zod rants, Tiffany rants, Gary tries to keep the rest of us fucking calm.
Yep. I'm just the one that's I'm a cunt, but I will love you until I die, cunt.
And Keely's the sweetheart. I can't forget that.
Yeah, don't forget the Keely. How fucking dare you?
Keely is she's a sweetheart.
Yes.
And their relationship is goddamn beautiful.
I would have laughed so hard if Gary just rocked up like wagwan.
It just is. I was there for the beginning. And Tammy called it, everyone. Tammy called it. She did. She totally did.
Tammy called it.
All right. So we've got some comments here. Fucking Ren. People said I was a failed abortion. R word. KYS to me a lot of times at school before I graduated.
Chloe ran out of fucks to give a long time ago.
Ren also said they called me retarded in a parking lot. He got 3 flat tires and a big scratch on his head. Woo!
Do you know what? We don't fuck with anyone here.
Oh, Shalana, everyone needs a good rant once in a while. It's cathartic.
Oh gosh, yes. Therapy! Who needs therapy?
Open chat should be called This is Therapy Hour.
Therapy hour with Chloe Corkin and Tiffany Daniels.
And yeah, folks, I know I kind of went on a long rant there, but I've literally been fighting the same fight for goddamn years and years and years. And to see the type of behavior that I've seen on Twitter today, well, we got ignored again. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. Much like I lost my shit when that happened to Shane. And Shalana was there, I think, when that happened to Shane McGowan, when it was right after Crock of Gold came out and he did a late night appearance. And from all I've heard, he was fantastic. But then afterwards, people started making fun of how he was talking. I have friends with CP. We'll just call her T. She was my friend. I met her when I was in assisted living named T.
I know who you're talking about.
And her vocal cords, due to cerebral palsy, are also kind of like that, you know? And yeah, no, I got really, really angry. I did a video on it. I did a change.org petition on it. Yeah, Shalana was there. So this is nothing new for me. I'm not a particular fan of those two people, Jada or Will. Not really. Everybody's got their cup of tea. They're not mine. But yeah.
Hey, you said a British phrase. I'm proud of you.
You think when I start doing something and it gets yelled out in a British tone that, my God, your accent's remarkable. But yeah, Shalana said he was fantastic in that interview, and they made fun of him, love. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to say it. Fucking Rin, you beautiful bastard. You beautiful, beautiful bastard. Somewhere, Bowie nodded to you in respect and smiled.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say that this message is Bowie approved.
It is. It's Chloe approved as well.
Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. Exactly. And my autistic ass doesn't care if you are a celebrity or you work at Kinko's. I would defend just as fiercely anybody that I know, or even I could just tell were disabled, that was happening out to in the street. And Chloe knows that because she gets to hear story time.
Like 95% after time after stream.
Brilliant. See, we know about how glitter gets everywhere because Paul Knight's former roommate said, she was in the other room. We've got a few rooms. Anyways, that's not the point.
I know this one.
One Halloween. Oh, there's two stories, but we'll do the first one first.
Okay.
Before we were all roommates, she showed up as Glinda the Good Witch to work for Halloween.
Wait, is this the one how she got her, she said a catchphrase?
No, this one's different, but she got glitter fucking everywhere. Like it was literally months after she had already left our call center. There was still glitter. And yes, she was still very proud of that. And apparently there was glitter all over her ex's apartment. He was a horrible, ableistic, domineering, controlling, abusive fuck towards her. So her little revenge that he was still bitching about glitter gave her, a small
bit of peace of mind.
Right? A little bit of joy. And then, she would wear glitter on her cheeks and stuff. And she had a particularly bad day at work. And she just came through the door, slammed it, walked down the hallway. And this is going to be the first part, folks.
Glitter
she
is my
snorted Sniffagana herpalates. Paul and I, did the face snap. The fuck? It's like a stupid bitch on Sniffagana herpalates. We're like, okay then. Okay.
The part was, she's like, because Paul's told me this story. Like, it was the glitter is my water paint.
No, like she was getting ready to go out, and she's still pissed because she's gonna go out to calm herself down. And Paul's like, "Look cute with the glitter. Glitter is my war paint." March. Slammed the door again.
With a stripper with super gun herpalates.
Yeah, Stifagana. Like a hooker with Stifagana herpalades.
Yep.
Like,
it's not like it's. I assure you guys, it's not like I spend much time with her after stream.
And Paul and I started making jokes about how that must be the James Bond disease. And then the new joke became that James Bond has been with so many different women, so he might have so many STDs that they started canceling each other out, and now he's immune. It's kind of a horrible joke to make now that I think about it, but it gave me joy at the time. No, Red, I think your beautiful shining moment is the glitter bomb.
Yes.
And I do mean literally shining, because glitter. Oh God, I'm going to have to tell Sid afterwards. She's going to be so happy. She's going to be like, yes, spread it everywhere.
And we all know how much of a bitch glitter is to get out.
And how much of a beast it can be when she's feeling particularly angry. Because, again, has heard all the stories.
Yes.
She also is very much take no shit.
Yes.
We love her. We do.
Yes. Magical Chloe exists.
All right, so let's see. I might send permanent dye powder, Ren says. Could you put glitter in that too?
Please put glitter in that.
For the love of God.
Please. Just when
God,
they think
I'm going to get myself in trouble. Fuck it. I don't care. Do it.
Do it. I don't care if YouTube bans me. It's more of a, like, my account's more of a fuck it, get told off later account.
Well, they haven't banned Zod yet.
Point taken, but still. I mean, like, I'm a small
They better not. I'll find them. He leaves the Zod alone.
Yes, we do leave the Zods alone.
Because he is awesome. As is Bitchy.
Yes.
Oh, you're fine, Shalana. I know how I get when I decide, okay, it is my time of the year. What time of the year? I read every Tolkien book you own. How many do you own? You don't want to know.
Sounds like me on the daily.
And can I talk about something positive for a minute? A few things. Let's just fucking celebrate the fact that in spite of those Academy bastards, and in spite of all the media being against us, we still, with collaborative effort, made sure that Minamata got a little bit of screen time at the fucking Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
We still made sure that it got some respect. We put it in the top 3 spot for fan favorites. That is the power they underestimate, folks. That is the power they underestimate, especially those of his own neuro tribe. Because whether silently or not so silently, we've all got his backs. We have all got his back.
Mm-hmm.
I have not talked to a single one yet who has not been. Not a single one. I've seen people talk to me about Yeah, I saw the cabinet video. Yep. You saw yourself in it, didn't you? Yep. Do we actually harm people? Only if they like get in the way in that time period and it's always an accident. Yep. So Hollywood.
Fuck Hollywood.
All you bastards who want to call us robots and paid. First of all, look at my cheap ass furniture, my very comfortable but cheap ass furniture. Yeah, really think my ass would be out here if he and quote unquote from, certain autism moms, Georgie Soros. You think if those two fuckers were paying me, I'd be living here?
Lucky death. Yeah, I mean, if they were paying me, I would not be here.
My ass would be already probably back in Scotland, or shit, I haven't seen Ireland yet, or Italy or Rome, or fucking Egypt, or all the places I've studied since I was 10.
Yep.
Or Japan, because there's a bucket list, folks. In Japan, there is a hotel that has a robotic dinosaur as a receptionist. And I need to stay there. I need to stay there where I get checked in by a robotic T-Rex.
Takes me with you.
I has to. And now Chloe's like, no, now I has to too.
No. Like, I'm going to smuggle myself in. You pack me in your suitcase and we go together.
Oh, I've been called minion. And every time, and Shalana's seen me on Twitter, I will drag out my track record with the pictures to match, and unlike AH, mine are relevant, time stamped. And should any expert want to study them? Nope, she was there.
Hi.
Hi, Natalie. So yeah, I have a long track record between making reporters cringe like Eleanor Beardsley.
Oh, that one was fun. That one was fun.
I'm known for what I do. Doing this is no damn different than anything else I've ever done. And that's why when I started my YouTube channel and started doing it on the JD versus AH, I'm like, everybody else has a niche in this. I don't have a niche. I'm just talking common sense and showing my innate hate for bullshittery. So I started doing videos on troll tactics because I got a long history of dealing with them. I got a long history. Let's see here. My family's been fretting. That was funny because when you turn around and tell a troll, when they're like, we'll go after your family, we'll come for you. I'm like, well, I was taught how to shoot while I was 10. My stepdad's ex-military. My brother's ex-military. My mom has an AK-47 assault rifle that she had received just that year for her wedding anniversary gift. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that shit. Yeah, they can't rock me. Well, take your job. I'm in the call center industry, honey. Do you have any idea how many call center jobs there are? Do you really think any call center job is going to give a damn that I insulted your queen or called you a ableist cunt ball?
That sounds like something I would say, though.
Yeah, they don't. They care about asses in chairs to take the calls. And if you're good, oh God, they care about you that much more. Mm-hmm. There's not too many people who can handle call center jobs. When they get a veteran that's been doing it for a while, good luck. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. And speaking of veterans, thank you, Shalana.
I'm just gonna throw my shameless self promotion right here. I do have a TikTok. I post autistic shit, stuff that I do in the day of an autistic female living in the UK. I also post alternative shit and makeup tips. So when I'm just bored, I put fuck around stuff on there as well.
And one of these days, because we're mutual fans of horror, one of these days, we just got to do a watch party.
Yeah.
Like a horror movie. Like, we'll invite Zod. We have to.
Yes, we'll invite Zod. Invite Zod, please.
And bitchy and be like, okay, so these are movies that are not horribly bad.
But please, for the love of goodness, do not spoil anything for Chloe. Also, she gets scared shitless.
Yeah, that girl's no queen. H may be a lot of things, but a queen is not one.
Oh my god, that actually tasted really nice. That tasted really nice. I thought that was going to taste disgusting.
And can I just do a shout out for a minute?
Yeah.
Fucking Sophia Miles has been goddamn fantastic. She has been very solid on Depp's side. Very, very solid on it. And she's just been a fucking sweetheart to the whole damn community. And if most people don't know, she played Madame Pompadour in one of the Doctor Who episodes. She was also in Underworld. It's horror. It's vampires, all right? Of course I know about it. And she was great in that too. I heard she did a recent episode on a really popular BBC show. Silent Witness, I believe it's called. So, as well as Johnny, we need to show some love to people who've put things on the line to solidly support the man. Like that. I mean, like we all support Shane. Even though if Chloe hears Fairy Tale in New York one more time, she might like somehow find a way to teleport and like beat me upside the head with something.
I swear to God, if I hear that song one more fucking time, heads will fucking roll.
Meow?
You can't use the ramen to protect you. You can't use the ramen to protect you.
Meow?
You can't use the ramen to protect you. This is illegal.
You're like, I would never hurt the kitty.
You can't use the cat to protect you. This
You're
is
like, that
illegal.
She's like, that. No, that's foul. Foul. Aww.
I just strained my vocal cords doing that, so don't let me do that again, please, for the love of God. But seriously, if I hear Fairy Tale of New York one more time this year, before Christmas, I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
Kind of like every time I hear, my heart will go on.
No, you don't fucking
Ow,
get
I
it.
just pricked my own neck.
Ow.
I twitched so hard just thinking about that song that just,
Okay, for those who don't know, in the UK, the Pogues are very. There's one song that comes out every fucking year, and it's normally late November, early December, and it normally comes out. Okay, so
it's okay, Chloe. You know they've written other incredible songs, yes?
Yes, I am aware, but seriously. Seriously! No.
I'm just checking.
But Right. So I'll be sitting there, mind my own business, and like I'll be standing there looking for stuff in the clothes shop. And I hear the first beginning notes of Fairy Tale of New York.
And you're like, Twitch.
No, I'm looking at the cashier. The cashier's looking at me. I am then looking at someone who I know I want to kill at this point. And I'm just going to be like, sweetie, you have 5 seconds to run.
And then, yes, I like to see the love for the kitty cat.
Yes.
Because he is a rescue, and as we always say, all the kitties and the puppies must be made safe.
Yes.
I hope, I don't know if anybody ever heard what happened to that dog that we saw on that video, that fucking bitch, AH, swinging her hair at that poor fucking dog and screaming at him, but then wanted to wring her little...
Breathe.
You do not treat animals that way.
No. But breathe. Breathe.
I was channeling I think I channeled both my mom and my dad at the same time.
Tiffany. No. Breathe, woman. Breathe.
Kitten says pet the cat.
Pet the cat. Take a hit of your vape as well.
Yes. Okay, kitty purrs. Everything is fine. The kitty purrs. Okay. Oh, god damn. I don't mind. Even though the Lusitania thing sent some of my family members off the war.
Ow!
What did you do?
No, what it is, I've got problems, so my muscle just clicked, and it's just done it, and it has a really bad habit of doing it, and it really hurts.
Oh my god. Shalana, I'm sorry that cracks. Is it too soon? I hope it's not too soon. God, I would hope it's been enough time by now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute.
Everything's fine, Chloe. Everything's fine. You're not in pain. You're fine. You are fine. You are not in pain. You are fine.
You are on a cloud. Surrounding you are puppies and kitties.
I pets the kitties. I can pets the kitties.
You pets the kitties, you pets the puppies.
I cuddles them all.
I know you do, Shalana. There's a lot of interesting stuff, especially with the Lusitania. I remember, several years ago when they were starting to bring that up. Literally bring the ship up. I watched that shit on History Channel. Back when it was good. They used to have good documentaries. They really did. I watched it religiously as a kid. Yes, folks, I am a big enough, as you would say in the UK, as a SWAT, that I watched Modern Marvels. Because I'm sorry, but how people make crayons and Hot Wheels and all that was fascinating. And I liked watching them work on the little machines. I am aware of how painfully autistic that makes me sound.
Who gives a fuck?
I used to love watching my mom crochet for the exact reason. And later teach me how.
Please remember, our clocks went forward about 2 days ago, so I am shattered as shit. I've still not adjusted. I am tired.
Well, it's getting to be that time anyways. We've been kind of winding down for the last 10 minutes. You need to get on some nice jammies.
I have no jammies.
Why is my kitten Kitty, what? You want mommy to get you jammies? Because I I will get you jammies, and I will put you all over the interwebs. He's like, oh God, not the interwebs.
Yes, the interwebs. Pictures where it didn't happen.
God, did you have to quote Jamie? She. On one hand, Chloe kind of wants to meet the Jamie, the famous Jamie.
Yes.
On the other hand, she's also kind of slightly terrified.
Main reason is because, right, a funny story about how my mother and Paul decided to have a conversation. So I said to my mum, Mum, do you want to say hi to Paul? Fuck off! Mum, do you want to say hi to Paul? Fuck off! Mum, what? Can I take pictures of the Queen stuff? Fine. So I put Paul on speaker and start showing Paul around the house of all the Queen stuff. And then that's how them two started talking. And then he was like, oh, you would also like my friend Jamie. And I was just like, oh, lordy.
Yeah. Jamie's kind of awesome. She's a sweetheart. She's hyper overprotective of her friends. It kind of like the rest of us, she got issues.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, folks, it is time. No, Ren, I don't. Mainly, and I'll tell you why. I don't have anything against THC. It just doesn't do anything to me.
Right. I agree with THC, but THC don't agree with me.
I might as well, roll up a piece of paper.
At that point, I might as well. But, main reason why I can't smoke THC is because Chloe go batshit and Chloe go bye-bye.
Oh, God. So you and Sid both have that same thing, then?
No. Chloe can end up in a mental institute. Enough
As
said.
I said, so you and Sid both have that same thing.
Yeah.
Also known what Tiffany turns into when she has alcohol, and that's why my good friends Tiffany doesn't drink anymore.
Can I just point out, I had a bulldog clip, and I was playing with it on this ruler, and it just flew off and just went across my keyboard.
All right. Well, it's been an hour and 27 minutes.
Chloe's still not adjusting to the time difference.
And he would like some pets and some mommy kitty time.
And Chloe might harass you off stream.
All right, so folks, I do appreciate you all coming out tonight and participating with us in open chat, and calmly, kindly, and very sweetly listen to my rants when I decide to go off, because you folks, unlike the rest of the planet, actually listen.
Yeah.
So, as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. You have a fantastic night. And I will probably see you all on the Twitters.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.